Hello everyone, this is Richlarrousse, back for part 8 and hopefully the final part of this vintage ocean liner tutorial. And today I should be focusing on various details along the ship. Start with the crow's nest on the bow mast, and then move to the bow crane and the chains, cargo hatch, and then move to the area between the funnels for the boat deck superstructure details, which will be glass skylights basically for the internals of the ship, sort of like the grand staircase on the Titanic had a big glass dome and weather cover over the top. So that'll be for that. And also, yeah, there'll be a small building on the top of the stern deck house as well. There may be a few other things along the way I might think about while I'm doing this. I haven't written it all down, but I'll probably come across it and fill in where I can, so hopefully we'll be able to start. So, right, so what we're going to do, we're going to head to the bow mast, which is, of course, this long pole here. I haven't added the cables to it because I couldn't be bothered. You can always do it, like I said in the previous part, you can add the, pardon me, what is it? Spider webs, that's it, or cobwebs to use for the cables. So, right. I haven't got a specific height for the crow's nest, so basically I'm just going roughly 5 or 6 blocks higher than the bridge over there. Sort of about 20-25 blocks up on the mast. Maybe a bit higher than that. So for the crow's nest, you just want to build outwards a couple of blocks like that, and then at the top just build round like so. And that's basically the crow's nest. Sort of like a bathtub. Then you can sort of, well, you can just stand in it and look out and ring the old bell. Have all the fun you can have in there. Right. So that's the crow's nest out of the way. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go down to the tip of the bow. I'm going to add the details for the forecastle now. Now for the tip of the bow, which is this bit here, you want to count back 13 blocks? Yeah, 13 blocks back from there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And place your block there. That's going to be the base of the crane. And the crane is basically 5 blocks high. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And then on the top, you're going to start the crane arm. The crane arm is 7 blocks long, so that's the first. No, hang on. So that's 1 block there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. Maybe you want it a bit shorter, depends on what you want. It looks a bit daft at the moment, but that's how it goes. And then from the second block up of the crane, you want to start building a diagonal edge for the crane arm. So I'm going to use grey blocks for this. So you're going to build diagonally up, like so. Basically, just remove the blocks like that. Then you get the diagonal support for the crane. Although you can do it in a different colour, it makes it look kind of daft in that colour at the moment. But you can use slabs or whatever to create the crane arm. I'll also reduce one slab as well. So it's basically 6 blocks rather than 7. So that's the crane for the auxiliary anchor, which I haven't added. But you can add an anchor design sort of thing there. Actually, if I can, I might just add a small anchor shape thing here. Like so, it's basically a rough anchor shape. Looks silly, but there you go. That's the way I work. So that's the anchor. Right. So the next job behind the anchor, well, the anchor crane, sorry, is the chains, the anchor chains. I'm basically using stone slabs for these because there isn't any chains in Minecraft, at least not that I'm aware of, or at least at the time of recording, anyway. So 1 block behind the crane and 1 block to the side, basically there and there. These lines are going to be, if I can find my notes, 16 blocks long. So it's 1 block there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's 16 blocks long for that one. And then same length for the other one. So basically you've got 2 sets of chains, although in reality it's 2 sets of stone blocks or stone slabs. So that's the chains in place. You've got a bit of detail there now, it's looking fine. And then for the cargo hatch, or cargo hold, or whichever you want to call it, you want to count back from the centre block between 2 chains. You want to count back 6 blocks. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And dig a hole. And this cargo hold is 7 blocks wide, so it's 3 either side, and 5 lengths, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So basically it's 7 by 6 wide, or 7 wide, 6 long. And then just remove all of the space in between. And what you can do, if you're really interested in the details, you can build this cargo hold all the way down through all the decks below, down to the belly of the ship, so you can have all the access to the cargo hold in the bow. Basically, just dig dig the same size hole all the way down through all the decks. But I haven't added any decks in the model I've built. But I did put the area where they were going to be built, but I didn't build them in the end. If I can get out of here, I can get through this hole here. There we go. Patch that hole up. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to build the cargo hold at the surface, or on the forecastle anyway. So once you've dug the hole, you just want to line the edge with grey blocks or grey wool or whatever, or stone. So that's the edge done, or the inside edge, and then just build it up 1 block. Like so. And if you are going to be building it down, just continue building the wall down between, or down through all decks, down, and carry on down. I'm not going to bother with that at the moment, but you just get the idea. Just build it all the way down to the decks below. So that's that. And then for the cargo hatch cover, just add stone slabs across the top, like so. So that is basically all the details. Oh no, ain't no. You're going to want to add bollards. So what I do, from the first, or the widest edge of the forecastle deck, which is this edge here, going to go to the edge here and go place 2 blocks there, or 2 blocks like that, basically to create bollards. I know in some people's ships they use the anvils for the bollards. It actually looks quite neat, but of course I don't have the anvils, so I'm just using blocks. So put 2 anvils next to each other, and then you should have the rough bollard design. So basically a set of bollards there, 2 rows up, put another set of bollards, and then 2 rows up, or 3 rows up, put another set of bollards, and then do the same on the other side. So yeah, bollards there, and of course bollards at the end here. Basically, what I mean by bollards is basically where they tie the ropes to tie the ship to the dock, so it don't float away. In case you were wondering. So that's basically all the details for the folks. So you can go ahead and add as many details as you want, like an extra cargo hold, or another crane, or some tall air vents or something, kind of like what Aquitania had. A couple of really tall air vents that stuck out and were attached to the mast one way or another. So that's basically the forecastle deck done. Next job, I was going to add another cargo hold to the well deck here, but I'm going to leave that bare, make it a bit more of an open space for the underprivileged passengers. So that's just covering myself there. So now we're going to go to and start the glass skylights. Now, for the 2 funnel variant, you're just going to want 1 skylight between the 2 funnels, and then 1 behind the second funnel. For the 3 funnel variant, which I'm building now, you're going to want a skylight between the first and second funnel, and then between the second and third funnel, and then 1 just behind the third funnel. And then of course the same for the 4 funnel version, with just an extra skylight behind the 4th funnel. That's if you've got room, of course. But of course it's up to you what you want to do. I'm just giving you a rough guide. So what I'm doing with the skylights is going to go start behind the first funnel. I'm going to count back 4 blocks from the back edge of the 4th funnel. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then dig the hole like that. And this, like the cargo hold, is 7 wide, so it's 3 either side of the centre, and just digging a hole there. And then the length of it is 21 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And it just comes to an edge just in front of the second funnel. So that's the edge anyway. So then we go 7 across or 6 across the other side, and then just continue digging the hole. So I recap that: 7 wide, 21 long. And then we just remove all the other guff in between, basically creating a big hole in the deck. And what you can do is start building a sort of a grand staircase sort of design thing in here. Then when you look up, you can look through the skylight and see the very cubic looking sky, or cuboid sky anyway. So yeah, that's the hole dug. So the next thing you want to do is to add the wall around the edge. So we're just filling the gaps, or filling the base of the skylight all the way around. Like so, and then add an extra row all the way around. Like so, and that's basically, well, that is the basics of it at the moment. Now this is my design at the moment. What I'm going to do is just a basic design of what I usually use, and you can sort of go ahead and do your own thing if you want to, make your own design up as we go along. So what I'm doing now, at each end, the back end and the front end, on the walls here, a row of 5 across like that, and then a single block at the top like that, and the same at the other end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a single block at the top. And then between the 2 blocks at the top, just build a line across, like so, and then in between that, on the second row down, just fill it with glass, like so, and then it should look like that. Nothing fancy, but it's something. And that is the first glass skylight, and then from the inside, should look like this when you look up, of course. And of course, like I said, you can build a staircase sort of thing, and when you look up, you can have the skylight at the top. So that's the first skylight, and then the second one, same again, 4 blocks back from the second funnel, and then same again from the back of the third funnel and fourth funnel if you're building whichever variant of the ship you're building. What I'm going to do is just going to do a quick jump cut while I add the other 2 skylights in there, just to save a bit of time. So back in a moment. Okay, back again, and as you can see, I've added all the other 2 skylights on the boat deck superstructure. I built them all the same size, like I said I was going to do, but you can, make various changes to them. Sort of build the first one the same. That's what I've done, and then sort of make shorter, longer, whichever, wider, thinner, whichever you want to do. So that's all 3 skylights for the 3 funnel variant. Say if you're building a 4 funnel variant, then depending if you've got room, you just want to add a 4th skylight behind the 4th funnel. Maybe a bit shorter or a bit longer, whichever you feel is appropriate, whether it will fit between the end of the deck house or end of the superstructure and behind the funnel. We shall see, but that's all the skylights. So the next job then is to head to the very end of the stern, well, not the end of the stern, but the bridge, docking bridge at the end of the stern here, and find the centre block, which is, I think, this one. And then you want to count forward 10 blocks from there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then add your centre block. And this small building, it's going to be 9 blocks wide and 9 blocks in length. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 on either side. And of course 9 forward. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically 9 wide, 10 long altogether. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and across the front wall, like so. That's the base. The plan with this deck house was to have it as a sort of an open staircase or enclosed staircase, basically access point for the passengers on this area of the ship, and walk in here and then go down the staircase to the deck below, and then the deck below that. Basically, a sort of not quite a spiral staircase, but not quite fire escape. But you know what I mean. With the staircase, you can sort of add that in there if you want to. So that's the base, and then increase the height of it to 2 blocks high, or if you want to, 3 blocks high. So that's 2 blocks high. So what I'll do, actually, I'll go for 3 blocks high. All the way around. And then basically add a wood roof, well, not so much roof, but a deck on there, like so. And then what you can do is use the put iron bars and handrails around the edge, and cut a hole in the top, and then just feed the staircase up through the middle there, and use it as a sort of a lookout post sort of thing. And that should make it a bit more of a feature on the stern of the ship, even though it looks quite fancy already. So that's that. And then what you can do is just go ahead and add doors and windows all the way around. I won't bother with that just for the moment, but that's what you can do. Doors and windows for access. Like I say, staircase down to the decks below. And that is almost it. The last jobby is to, if you want to, that is, add handrails between the main superstructure and the stern deck house on the main deck level, basically across the top of the black hull along the line here. And then the same with the stern, at the end of the stern deck house, all the way around the edge, with iron bars or wood fence for handrails around the edge there. And then the same on the other side, on the edge here. I won't be doing that, can't be bothered. So that's up to you what you want to do with that. And also the same on the bow as well, between the forecastle deck raised part and the front of the superstructure. You know, put a set of handrails along the edge there. But it's up to you what you want to do. I'll just leave it bare for now. So I think that is pretty much it for this tutorial on this specification of ship. The next job for me, basically, which you won't need to do, is I'm basically just going to get rid of all of the black lines around the white blocks. So if I head up to this block here, and I can use that as a reference point, go replace white with pink, and we go from that block down to the floor, and then all the black lines disappear from the white superstructure, and there we go. Makes it all smooth again. So now no more black lines around the white blocks, and it all looks quite neat. So that is pretty much it for this tutorial, and you can have a quick look around the ship. Fly all the way around the stern. And of course there are more details you can add. As it's a customised ship, you can make your own choice. Oops, pressed the save button too many times. And yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I will return soon with another ship or thing to build in the next few days or few weeks. Probably be another ship, sort of similar lines as what I've just been building. Maybe it'll be a remake of something I may plan on redoing, say Lusitania or Mauritania or Aquitania, or even the Queen Mary, which turned out to be a load of shit, didn't it? So probably it might even be the Queen Mary, so wait and see for that. So thanks for watching, everyone. I know there's only about 5 people out there who watch this, so hello all, and thanks for watching, and I shall return soon with another tutorial. So bye bye for now.